Before we begin, just to clear up any confusion, I'm going to explain briefly how the farm works. You've got your egg laying chickens up there, and the eggs are fed into this dispenser. With this simple redstone clock, the dispenser periodically fires those eggs onto this slab, and as you can see, there are the baby chickens. Even though their heads are in the lava, their hitbox is just underneath the lava. Once those grow up into adult chickens, their head does get caught in the lava, which will cook the chicken and also give us feathers. That was pretty simple, right? So let's see what materials we need. The materials in these top two rows are in exact quantities, and obviously you'll need some chickens in the farm to get it going as well. So that's why we got some eggs that you can use. You will want to have approximately 64 chickens in the egg laying chamber up here. As with the glass, you can replace it with any other solid block, with the exception of maybe wooden planks, depending on whether you got fire tick on in your world, because the farm does contain lava and you wouldn't want it going up in flames. Now that we have got that cleared out of the way, let's begin our farm. So just place a dispenser facing towards the front of your farm. Then place a slab right in front of the dispenser. Coming around to the back, dig out these 9 blocks in a 3x3 square and place solid blocks on top. Now directly behind the dispenser facing this way, place a comparator, a repeater over here, and another repeater facing this way, just like so. Then surround this with redstone dust. Place 2 solid blocks on either side of the dispenser, 2 solid blocks in front of those 2 solid blocks, and it should be looking something like this. Now come over to the front and dig out these blocks, just like so. Grab a chest and place that there. And for this you might want to dig out some more blocks temporarily to place a hopper going into the back of that chest. On top of the hopper, place a rail and place a minecart with hopper on top of that rail. Place an upside down stair block, just like so. Make sure it isn't made out of wood, and place 2 glass blocks over the top. Now right on top of the dispenser, place a hopper, and while crouching, place 2 more hoppers going in to that hopper. Using a temporary block here, place a solid block, and you can build around the hoppers using that temporary block. Place another temporary block on top of one of the glass, and place 2 blocks just like so. Now around the opening that you made, place 3 temporary blocks, and you can start spawning in your chickens or just throwing the eggs. You guys saw that, right? That was so confusing. How? Okay, we're just not going to question that. I need to repeat this until you've got around 64 chickens inside this chamber. The more chickens you have, the better the farm will work. Yeah, this is around the number you want to have. Now, without removing any of these temporary blocks, place a slab, and now you can remove these temporary blocks. And finally, before we forget, we can break one of these solid blocks, place a lava bucket, and replace the solid block. That is a chicken farm. See, I told you it was simple. Now all you gotta do is just wait until the drops start rolling in into this bottom chest. So if you enjoy this, you know what to do. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.